My name is Pedson Kasume, and by God's grace, I am the pastor of United Christian Center. Bwera is in Western Uganda, in a district called Kasese, just bordering with the DRC. I came to Bwera. God told me to come to Bwera when I first visited the region doing a youth conference in 2009. And since that time, God began to speak to me to leave Kampala and stay here permanently. I hearkened unto the voice of God and eventually brought my wife and my one child, who was aged 4 months, to come on board and live in Bwera. We came basically to run a charity. That is the very first voice we heard from God. The charity is known as Bwera Charity Project Uganda. I know many people have seen it online, media, via Facebook mainly, and we have done many projects. We have educated many young people who have finished their degrees and diplomas, certificates, A-levels, O-level, primary. We've got so many children we have looked after.
Okay. We go back. Area. 2, 3. Go. Your name, Joel? Something?
Also working with women, the teenage mothers, the school dropout girls, the single mothers, the widows, and every woman, vulnerable woman that we've been able to associate with in the community. So after 3 years of Bwera Charity Project Uganda, we were so much involved into the community, and we preached the gospel so much that many people followed us. And as a result, we started a church, and this is United Christian Center Bwera. We named it after our mother church in Kampala, United Christian Center Bwaise, and we are part of over 40 United Christian Center churches in Uganda and Kenya, led by the presiding apostle, Bishop Stephen Senfuma of United Christian Center Kasubi in Kampala, where our headquarters are. But for the 5 branches I'm talking about, by God's grace, it has been out of the work of discipleship we've been running here in Bwera. We thank God for that. And in 2014, we started the church with just my family in a sitting room, and God has done us very good. He has worked so tremendously that we have increased each day. The main work we've been doing has been discipleship. That has been our greatest achievement. We've been discipling young men, we've been discipling women and men, and doing a lot of work with children.
The new generation must be better than the current generation to swallow up the old wicked characters. There must be a new generation coming up, the generation of Samuel, the generation of David. What kind of children are we bringing up? Thank you very much. God bless you.
And so in 2016, we worked with one of our disciples, John and Muhindo, and we planted United Christian Center Katoho.
Amena wa ninje Pastor Muhindo John nani awe United Christian Center Katoho. Tukasimo mukama usanane ndambi eyabiri tukolia kungo bwehereje bo UCC Katoho. Omulisha wetu bakamuhola mwa Pastor Pedison Kasume ekasondolaia ekanisa United Christian Center Bwera. Tukasimo mukama busana no bwehereje bo UCC obwamabere tulembera eritsuko kwanzuko ngekanisa United Christian Center Katoho yatsuka omumwaka wangu 2016 kwezi okweri 10 ebiru byebiru mukaga tukasimo mukama ayamabiru tutokesha emyaka yetu amabirunza itunomo buhereja kandi omulisha abiru tulembera ndeke tukatsuka twabe tukarendinga hanu itukarendingaho namuna biratu kinarendingaho betu tukasimo mukama kusangwa twabirula ekitaka tukasimo mukama kusangwa abiru tutokesha tunaota mahatu tukindiongeraku kandi twahimba kune chachenene ekitsumbi kisubulerwa mukama habwe byoshebyo omukama batsumule.
In 2017 we planted another church led by a beautiful lady, an anointed woman of God called Asimwe Eres, and with her we started that church, and we have been able to buy a hall for fellowship, and it's doing well, doing very well.
Amena no murenge ngahula wa Mwasimwe Eres inje ngalimulisha mwakanisa UCC Kabusongora ngasima yenyamuhanga tukatsuko buherezi abono twatsuka ebiro mukaga okomunane omwaka 2017 tukasima yenyamuhanga twatsukira omwipangisia tuhabwa lukolo omukama kende nyana mutusumba kiro kwa kiro esaheno twabere tunge hall twabere ulayo twabirula ikunene ritaka hatole hano hati yabirebya ni yetu situchipangisaya omulisha wetu kahula umwa Pedson kasome oyukahereza yomwa kanisa UCC bwera nerututsemira kutsebu netwaribya chihanda hande echo buherezya obwa UCC Ministries.
In 2018 we planted another church, which is actually the fourth church in Buhumuliro. That is United Christian Center Buhumuliro in Chitagwenda district, which has been cut off from Kamwenge, just about 1.5 hours drive from Port Potro and 3 hours drive from here.
Amazina ganje ninyi Pastor Itungwe Elizabeth, ndio mulisa owe kanisa ya United Christian Center Buhumuliro, Chitagwenda district. Omulisa wanje ni Pastor Pedson Kasume, olikwebembere kanisa ya United Christian Center Bwera. Tukatandika omukishenje kimwe habw'embabazi za Ruhanga, twabire nitugumiza muni tushaba, twabona neighbor agira ngu naguzitaka yagira ngu nayenda $1,400,000 kutwashaba mukama yatugirire embabazi kandi yatwiguliraho twashashuraho $2,220,000 neze shaha nibatubanza $1,900,000 turasima Ruhanga habwe embabazi ze habo kutuhwera abo kuba tukatandika turi bace konka habwa amanige turiyoni tugenda mu misho nitwesima munonga habo kushanga turi party ya UCC kuba butworwire bwatureberera je mukama aherezo mugisha obuhereza bwa UCC kandi ayeyongere no kubutungura.
In 2020, just like Samson said in Judges 14:14, he said, out of the eater came something to eat, and out of the strong came something sweet. From the COVID-19, we've been able to start another church. But this is going to be a unique one. It's such a very special church, about 10 miles away from us. We've got a number of believers. Actually, my youth pastor, I've been training him for the last 3 years because of the big vision we've got in the mountains. It is 10 miles away from here into the mountains, just 5 miles away from Rwenzori National Park, Mount Rwenzori National Park. And these guys have been traveling here, walking here 3 times a week, 3 days a week, on Wednesday at 5 p.m. for the Bible study, on Friday around 6 p.m. For the midnight prayer, and on Sunday for our services. They have been walking all that long, 10 miles one way and 10 miles back for the last 3 years, and they have been very faithful. So my youth pastor comes from there, and I've been training him on how to run this new church plant. And it's exciting that Corona, the effect of lockdown, has been able to push us now to take on the vision and plant the church officially. And we want to build it on top of a mountain. And we want also to develop the mountain into an international prayer mountain where all peoples around the world can come and gather and seek the Lord. We have this plan, and the church is going to be constructed on 10 acres of land on the top of the mountain. The neighbors are excited about it. They have welcomed us. I was able to meet the owners of the land and the neighbors. They are excited that the gospel of Jesus Christ can reach there in a special way, and we are able to plant a born-again church which has not been there. And that's why they are able to, our members have been walking all that long journey. They didn't want to join any other church. They were just interested in a Pentecostal church. We thank God for that, because now we are sourcing partners. We are sourcing kingdom builders, people that are willing to work with us to plant the church, and also mainly to develop the mountain into an international prayer mountain. I just want to call upon anyone there to stand with us in terms of prayer, in terms of volunteers, people that are willing to volunteer and travel here to Wera to work with us on developing the mountain. We want to invite people that can support us financially. They are not very huge figures, but as I've said, our churches are basically in the mountains, and people they do not have much resources. For example, I talked about our branch UCC Kapsongora. That one is only it's 8 kilometers or 5 miles into the mountains. That's the place where I was born. UCC Katoho is 5 miles along Wera Kasese Road. UCC Buhumuliro is 3 hours drive. Not very sure how many the exact number of miles from us. And now this church is going to be 10 miles away from us into the Mount Rwenzori ranges. So we welcome support in terms of architecture, engineering, construction, planning. We want the mountain really to suit the international standards. But as you know, of course, I am not really trained in those things. I am only a Bible teacher. I'm only a theologian. I'm only a servant. I just need some more manpower, more wisdom, more planning, more skills, so that we can have a proper international prayer mountain. My team is ready. All the pastors I work with and the church elders and deacons, we are ready. We are working. We've been praying about it. We have visited the place, and I know you will see many things in this video. We really believe that in these mountains, the gospel can reach everyone. Our heart is basically taking the gospel to those hard to reach places within Western Uganda.
Yes, hello once again.
Yes, please.
Yeah, why are you footing this time?
Yeah, we are just walking because our vehicle is unable to climb further.
Notwete abamembe 10 abalwe bakalweno ibaenda kwa UCC Wera neryo kandi ibana utobutoke obwere bibangena byeno keba watichana bande so chicha matuleta eribi tukashakolachi tukashale bayang eribatekera yenge kanisa nokuna bande bosi babi bakasoko Yesu kusango lwendo lulwe lunene andena chende tukasale bayana muna yechitwa kusango echeria tukasaberaku kusangu omokasese district yeyo sikrite mwachitwa echeria tukasaberaku so chicha matuleta echiro cha munabwi
Shinja. Wabchide. Anybody in kanisa abarokole?
Yes, yare robane.
Abarokole banayi. Okay.
Ndio bakasaba bati bakabya bati.
Bakasabara omumya.
Omanyumba wabo. Bo wangananzi litwa letano ekanisa yabo. Ayo. Bana ona mwerokoka. Kwa Sinja.
Ngerokoka we.
Ayo. less than a mile away, and this is the mountain where we want to plant the church. We want to have our church on top of this mountain.
Ngoko pastor anama babwira nane kwenene ono wo mwanya otu aberetekateka kandi wetu kaisunza tutumolo kolo mukama ambiri nali nyamuhangiri aholerwa hano na ingale muma umolo kolo mukama ababirisombolwa abakimanira ekanisa yengabe kwa chitwa kino kandi nganzira nebya indi ya nyamuhanga inambali ekitwa kino kyolukengerwa ngokwalwambalaye ekitwa kyesiyoni nekwa buli mundu wosiyo wangahika hano inabye nangana filingere byaholi omukama kandi nebya nabatutimbirako nabwe baba ngana filingere byaholi omukama busanana kyangakoleka okwa kitwa kwa hano so nengasaba obuli mundu wosi oyuka byena naho busanana ere bunyahirwa busanana obwame bwa nyamuhanga inde wangabya kihanda handi kyokwitwe busanana ere tuteka mwakagala erelangire ndibya tukarondekana ya erekoleka hano byamakoleka omukame nakende kutsumule nakuhumuisha kandi nakwebuka mwebise bya ukakola tukabatsemera mulibo muisha mwamatu kwama.
We thank God because the churches that were planted, although they have been planted within 6 years, and now this is the 7th year, we are seeing a growth. We are seeing a growth. UCC where I pastor, we have a big temporary church which can accommodate 500 believers, although we are only 130 members. And from these 130 members, I have been able to disciple many that I'm not counting, the ones that have been going with the teams to plant these other 4 churches. We do have a partner church in Fort Portal where my disciples are there. I stood with a very close friend of mine, a powerful woman of God living in London called Bishop Thelma Nkomo, who planted the Rivers of Jordan Ministries Chamkerege in Fort Portal, Uganda. So we also have disciples working with our friend, and we're really very happy for the work that they're doing there. We really welcome partners from around the world. We welcome evangelists, we welcome teachers, we welcome prophets, apostles, every gifting basically. As you know, you cannot have all the talent, you cannot have all the skills. I believe when other people join me in this cause to develop this mountain, and also we will be able to reach many more other people. We will be more useful to the community, just as we have been useful in our charity. We thank you very much for listening to me. I hope the message is clear and you're able to partner with us with anything. Tangible things like solar panels, tangible things like keyboards, tangible things like amplifiers, public address system, basically, tangible things like guitars, Bibles, children materials. Those things are very needed in this community, and especially in our mountains where children are going to school, but we do not have the real materials to enable us to reach the gospel to the mountains. We have so many other visions and other plans and projects going on. If you want to know more, please contact us as per the contacts on the screen. I bless you, and I pray that God will bless you. Thank you for listening to me. May God bless you. I remain Pedson Kasume from UCC Wera.